Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Focus on Gaming podcast, episode number 84. Just myself and Duncan this week. No Tom.
Hello. Yeah, he's not dead yet.
He's not dead. He's just his pride took a bit of a battering last week with the Game Boy.
Well, obviously we absolutely destroyed him because the Atari Lynx was definitely better than everything.
Yes, yeah. We did kind of
with the Game Gear. That's the one.
Game Gear, yes. Even though for a portable console, it's not that portable because you have to be near.
Yeah, but, you have to have a lorry full of batteries following behind you, or be near a plug.
Or just be constantly near a plug. Yeah, but anyway, we discussed that quite a bit, didn't we, last week? So
anyway, so. Well, me and you, it's good that me and you are on here this week because we were going to talk about Avowed, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
We've both been playing it. Yes. So
you're a bit further ahead than me. Oh.
I am. I'm up to about 18, 19 hours kind of thing. I think I'm, in terms of story, I'm about halfway through. I've also done probably... with the first two regions, virtually all of the side quests, because I'm, in terms of major side quests, I'm a completionist. I can't pass somebody with an exclamation mark over their head and go, "I'll see you later."
I have to go. I don't necessarily always go and do the quest straight away, but I always got to get the quest. So it's like,
yeah. I always just go via the map because it's quite nice that it puts everything on the map for you. And you're like, well, I'm near to this one. Occasionally I do go, no, I don't want to do the main quest. I want to do that. So I'll avoid the main quest. So what's your initial opinions then? After, well, we did a hands-on last time, but what's your...
I mean, I reckon I've probably played it now for about 4 or 5 hours, so nowhere near as long as you. I'm about levels. My character is about level 7, level 8. I'm an archer, so I've just gone for like the bow and arrow and stuff. But yeah,
I was an arcane scholar. That was my background. I did that, but then I've ended up just being a ranged character.
Yeah,
not even a wand. I've found a pistol that was unique, and it was really good because it has electric like on it, and there's various places where you have to power a door with this mechanisms, and so it's really useful just to have this pistol all the time to just beep.
Yeah. You aren't like tied down, are you? Because you can just
no. It is quite flexible.
Want. So you're not like, okay, I'm a tank now for the whole game, or I am going to be.
No, it's just your background. You get some additional audio dialogue options, like Arcade Scholar. Whenever anybody says, "Oh, well, you wouldn't know about this," and it's like, "Yes, I do."
I've got the Ranger one, so it's like mine's always a bit like, I can't think.
Yes, I can take out that person from 200 miles away. Yes,
leave it to me. I'll take out the whole army or whatever. But,
exactly.
But yeah, my thoughts on it. It's on the. The actual critics are giving it about 80%, which I think is probably about. It's not like a perfect game, but it is really enjoyable. Like I like the gameplay in terms of the combat. A lot of people online I've seen like criticize the story of not being, but I didn't. I haven't minded the story.
Yeah, it's so far it's a bit wishy-washy, if that makes sense. It's not that it's a bad story. I just am not. It's almost like there's a thing happening. Sort it out. So I think there's maybe something that both of us haven't reached yet. But equally, there's lots of things that I can tell that it said, choose this. And I know that is going to make a difference at the end. Or there's been choices I've made that have made a difference in missions. There's one mission where the person who gives you the mission says, oh, we need this thing. The person who has it will give it to you if you don't kill all their minions. Now, you have to get through their area where all their minions want to kill you. So you have to either stealth it or run, or, as I did, kill them all and then having to kill her because she...
you could try to kill them all but one. Yeah.
No. I didn't kill every single one. It's just if you killed a majority. And she literally goes, I have no connection to this item. You can have it, but and then literally it cuts to, oh my god, you killed all my people, all my, It's a
treat. They were trying to kill you, weren't they? So
but you can stealth in this game, so I suppose that's a good thing to. Have you stealthed much?
No, I haven't. I always
no.
And just kill. And it does make it a lot more difficult because sometimes there's like hundreds of them. And you're like, bloody hell, there's only 3 of us here trying to kill.
How are you? Have you got one companion at the moment?
2. I got 2. I got Kai and the dwarf.
Marius, yes. So I find them helpful, but they're not exactly. I could probably do it all without them. I'm liking them though. I like Kai. I think Kai's pretty good. Cool.
I think they're like more. I find them more useful because they sometimes take some of the flak, don't they? So
yes, exactly. They absorb Kai. Kai absorbs. Taunts them, so they go for him rather than you. But when there is 6 enemies or 7 enemies kind of thing, then generally one of them will be going for you. Plus, as soon as you attack them, they're like, what are you doing? Have you found it difficult at all yet?
I've died a couple times, but
What level do you have it on? Do you have it on the story only level? Or easy or medium?
I think either normal or easy, I can't remember.
Yeah, because there's the normal thing of these kind of games where there's the story mode where it's all, if you die, that's embarrassing. There's the easy level, which is still pretty easy, and that's what I've got on. And then there's normal, which you're gonna die, but if you apply a bit of tactics, or you get weapons that have electric against a water-based enemy, that kind of thing, then you'll be all right. I've got it on easy because I'm a pussy.
I haven't died, but I haven't because I have the second wind, so I just come back. But I haven't I don't know what would happen if I died again, sort of thing.
Well, I've got to say, on easy, I have not died yet. The only time I've died is falling. Is jumping off a cliff or something like that. That's the only time I've died. I haven't died in battle at all. So that is how easy the easy level is. It's for me. I don't know if did you play Outer Worlds?
No.
It is very similar to the Outer Worlds. It is not a Skyrim replacement. It is never in a million years going to replace Skyrim.
Yeah, I know people have been comparing it to Skyrim. It's it's not. It's its own.
It is not. No, absolutely not. It's it's a cross between for me the Outer Worlds. But the Outer Worlds is obviously sci-fi. This is fantasy. And last couple of years, a year and a half, 2 years ago, there was a game called Immortals of Avium. That game was an action first-person fantasy magic game. and it's sort of a cross between those two. And it's if you want an action-based RPG, a first person as well, obviously, then I think it's fantastic. I'm loving it. I can't guarantee it, but I think that the choices I've made will actually affect the ending of the game. I haven't finished the game though yet, so I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah, there are like on the quest, doesn't it? It gives you optional, like there's some things you can do and there's something you don't have to do. And obviously when you have,
and you can piss people off as well, can't you? You can piss people off who then I think will have affected the story later.
Even right at the start of the game, you can make a choice to sort of free that woman. I don't want to give too much.
Yes. At the fall.
And then I was doing one like a side quest, and you were helping these people flee Paradise because they were criminals, weren't they? Basically, they were nice criminals. They were people, but they had murdered someone in self-defense. You didn't find out until sort of you started speaking to them, and you could either sort it out and get there, get them evacuated or escaping from this, help them with the escape from the city, or you could turn them in. I mean, I actually carried on and helped them, but I could have.
I helped them. So I suppose what we should say is that your character is what's called a godlike, and the godlike has growths from their head that are meant to be from the god that has touched the person.
And they were born.
Yeah, and now your person doesn't know which god has touched them. For now. Where did they touch you? Show us on this dolly. Now your godlike became the emperor's envoy, or envoy as they call, and you are there. You can, where you come from has a very sort of religious basis, and there's all sorts of things about magic and science and this kind of thing. So it's you can follow either a very sort of, yes, I'm following the strict rules of where I come from, or you can be, I don't believe in everything from what they believe in. So if you are helping these people, you are basically saying that you support, you don't support where you're coming from, and you're meant to be the envoy of the emperor. So, it's going to cause problems. I think we're both going to be told off, I think, by our Adiran colleagues. I think at the end of the game, by the sounds of it,
I just do what I feel is right, not my character. I'm like, I don't want to hand them in. They seem like quite a nice little couple, so I'll help them out. But,
they were harmless, really.
Apart from the people they killed, but
sounds
like people they killed.
I mean, you get some moral. You'll get plenty of moral dilemmas that are proposed to you with various side missions, and some of them are quite tough because they give you valid reasons why they've done what they've done. They've stolen this because they need to escape this or do that or whatever. Whereas some are quite obvious. There's one that I've done that was a traitor, and the person you discover who the traitor is in the end. You have the choice of going, okay, I'll let you go, but don't do this again, or killing them. Now, a lot of these things, I'm like, okay, whatever, forgive them, whatever. I couldn't care less. Just say, tell them off. But this one was a proper sort of, they killed a load of people just because they were going to be found out. So I was like, no, sod that, kill them. And I killed them, and then I went back to the people who wanted me to find the traitor, And they were like, oh, you killed him? Oh, without trial? It's like, yeah. So yeah, it's very much a personal experience, I think, and hopefully when I get to the end, my personal experience and my personal preferences will be reflected in the ending or final battles, that kind of thing. So, touch wood.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
So, what have you gone for, a male or female character?
Male, yeah. So.
Mm.
What about yourself?
And have you got? So I've got like branches coming out of my head going backwards.
I do, yeah. I've got like a tree coming out my head.
Oh, you got tree. So all the mushroom ones, because that's basically the choices you have, is basically trees coming out of your head or mushrooms coming out of your head. All the mushroom ones just made me look stupid. I thought so. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling them.
Yeah. Made me feel like maybe The Last of Us, where
yes, that's exactly it. I felt like a clicker, and I was like, I don't want to be a clicker.
Yeah, I played The Last of Us and I've watched it on the TV program, and it's I'm not the biggest fan of those. So I was like,
no, I have no desire to look like one of them. But and that is what the gods. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know what the character selection makes you look like, if you choose the mushroom bits, they make you look like a clicker. If you played The Last of Us or watched The Last of Us, but then there is basically your. We talked about the story. The story is that you're this envoy that's been sent to basically a new land that your religious-based society, your very powerful society, has started almost invading this area. But this land has this dream scourge, which is like an infection of the land, and the infection of the land you've been sent there to sort out. But everybody hates you, or a lot of people hate you, because you're from this place that is sending soldiers and sending laws, and people have come to these lands because there's no laws and there's not this. Although for a place that has no laws or no, and people are escaping the rules and everything, they seem to have a lot of farms that are nice and cities and markets. So, well, if there's no laws that you're following, it's a bit of a contradiction.
I haven't got out of Paradis yet, so I'll look.
Well, Paradis is the first town, and that is the nicest town in all the city in the area. Apparently, the next area that you go to, so the regions are, what kind of size are they? I mean, it's obviously nowhere near Skyrim size. This is not a Skyrim game. The next one is very much a cliff, and there's lots of cliffs and lots of forest in the next area. So yeah, I don't know whether there's at least 3 areas, because you collect these totems, which they're all the parts of the totem that you can collect are in each area. And you can have 3 totems in the camp, which is like your, there's a camp. And I've got all the parts of the first totem, so yay me. But yeah, the second, So the fact that each area totem, and there's 3 places for totems, which means there's 3 main areas. I don't know that for certain, and there might be a 4th area where the final boss is, or final whatever. So that's why I think I'm about halfway through. But go on.
Yeah, I'll just say I don't know what when you say totems, I don't know what your
basically there's like a fast travel system, and some of the areas you can set up camp.
Yeah, I know.
When you go in the camp area, there is a little stone pedestal, and on the pedestal there are like secret hidden parts of a totem around that region, and there are 6 parts to each totem, and they're normally in. There are some that are quite easy to find. There's normally 1 or 2 that are easy to find. There's normally 2 that are sort of in an area that you will go to, and maybe you might have to search a bit more. But then there's normally a couple that are like really up a tower that you have to turn around and go around a secret little walkway or something like that. So if you get all 6 parts, well, you don't have to get all 6 parts. You just have to get the base, and then any other parts they can bestow things like +1 intelligence or extra health and that kind of thing.
I did not even know about this.
Oh, there you go. You can have extra. You can have 1 totem at a time active. So you've got different totems in different areas, but I've got all 6 parts in area 1, so I've got that one active. I've got 3, I think, in area 2. I don't get me wrong, I did use a guide for the 6th part of area 1's totem.
Do they show up on the map then, or not?
They do when you get near to them. What it is, if you go to, I think he's called, what's his name? Savan? No. There's a guy in Paradise that's cartographer. If you go to the cartographer, he can sell you clues to the totem parts. Well, that's for the first one. The first one, you get it from him. I don't know whether he gets the second region parts clues, because what he does, I found a couple of parts for region 2, and it says it would really help if you found out clues for this region. I'm like, I don't want to go back to the previous region, but so they're like a secret part. Basically, I think for me, this game, it's the Outer Worlds, but a bit the regions are a bit bigger, and it's fantasy. So if you like the Outer Worlds, you will like this game. And if you personally have not played the Outer Worlds, you will like the Outer Worlds. Because you like Fallout as well, don't you? And obviously, the Outer Worlds was pretty much advertised as Skyrim in space before Starfield. So, and it's by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas. So, but it isn't right. So this isn't. But this isn't Skyrim. This is not Skyrim, and it will never be Skyrim. It is more the Outer Worlds. So if you like this, you, Martin, should download the Outer Worlds, because the Outer Worlds 2 is coming at some point this year. I believe it's this year. I want to check that now. The Outer Worlds 2. Just says it's an upcoming game. It does say 2025, so the Outer Worlds 2. So there you are. There's your homework, Martin. Your homework is to play. Watch. I don't know why I said that. Your homework is to play the Outer Worlds once you've played a bit more of the Avowed, obviously. So
but there's a lot of Gamecast games that come in, isn't there? Because you got this month that South by Midnight That's coming out this month.
Yeah.
Atomfall is coming out this month.
Oh, Atomfall. See, that is by Rebellion. Oh, yeah. Well, hang on.
Then,
just before we move off it, would you say it's an 8, 9, or a 10 out of 10? I think you'll be in one of those.
Oh, what, Avowed?
Avowed, yeah.
I would give it a 8. 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. Okay. Yeah. So there's lots of games that are better than it, but it's a very good game.
Yeah, it's not the best game that I've ever played, but it's a game that I will carry on playing, and I'll play it until the end.
I'll tell you what I've just thought of, actually. A good way of describing it. It's a console Skyrim. I know you can get Skyrim on consoles, but it's a console Skyrim. Because PC people, I mean, I love PC, but PC people are always like, they have more in-depth things. It's like, it's like a console Skyrim, just without the because it's not as in-depth. Anyway, Game Pass, yes, this month.
Yeah, we got Atomfall, South by Midnight, and then we got Doom coming out sort of May, I think, or 8. Like that's pretty soon as well. So
that is May. Yep. Now, what did they surprise us all with though this week?
Well, you mentioned it to me. I did see because I go on Game Pass.
See what people don't see here is that I'm just typing Balatro to you. So it was
I did see the game, but I haven't actually gone on it. So
it was a shadow drop that nobody knew it was coming. Absolutely nobody. Now this game has won Game of the Year awards. It has been described as a video gaming version of crack. I've not seen anybody who says they don't like it. I don't like it. No, that's a bit hard to say. Not that I don't like it. It's just I don't get it. I don't get why people think of it as a video game crack. Now, I will try and describe it as best as I can. Now, you have 6 cards, I believe. 6 cards. I think you can get more and all this kind of thing, but you have to make poker hands, which is simple enough. But then you have joker cards, which can do multipliers and all this kind of thing. And then you have like different types of cards, like glass cards, steel cards, gold cards that have bigger scores, bigger multipliers. If they're left in your hand, they give you more money to upgrade. And then you have a hand. So you can upgrade the hand that you can use for your score. Now, your score is based on what hand you play and the multiplier. So if you do, for example, it's a roguelike. It's a roguelike. So you upgrade your multiplier. So right now, most of my hands, like a full house is ×2, but a pair is ×1. And 3 of a kind is ×1. But eventually, I presume that I could get that up to, a full house might be ×10, and a pair is ×3 or whatever. And then you have a multiplier of your game as well. So you might play a full house that gets you 1,000 points, and then you might have a multiplier ×4, so you get 4,000 points for that hand, and you have to get a certain amount of points to get past that round. And the way it's a roguelite is the fact that to get up to. You have to reset everything, or to get to the next level. I suppose you have to get to round 8, which the scores get really high. So you can only do that once you've upgraded everything. And yeah, it's poker, which I like poker. I like playing poker with people, but it's a card game, and I don't like card games. Is there any card game? Oh, sorry, I don't like card video games. Is there any card video games that you like?
I currently play. So there's on my phone a Pokemon trading card game.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon TCG or whatever.
Yeah, it's the pocket one. I more the actual collecting than the actual. I do battles on it, and like because they have like events and stuff, and I do that to get like the awards but I would play it if there was no battles, if it was just to do with collecting the cards, because I like opening packs and seeing what I've got out of those packs. So
that's the thing. It's that adrenaline, isn't it, of opening.
Yeah. And I mean, I had the trading card game on Game Boy Color when that was out, probably late 90s, early 2000s. I reckon that came out, and I really like that game.
Have you ever played Magic the Gathering? Because I mean, that's one of the original big ones.
Yeah, no, I did collect the cards, but I never played the game. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! As well when I was at school. I would collect the card, and I had the games. I had that. I think I had one on Game Boy Advance with Yu-Gi-Oh! So
you are definitely more the target than I am, because I came into Balatro when it was shadow dropped as a Game Pass game, and I was like, well, I don't like card video games.
But
they're not me.
It wouldn't appeal to me if there's, because the only reason I like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because I like collecting the cards and having.
Yeah, and you collect the cards in this. What you do is you collect the Joker cards, and you collect the once you've created a boss, you've defeated a boss and got to level. Was it like the ante to 8? You get, I can't remember what they're called now, but you can basically level up your whole game. So it is a roguelike where you can upgrade yourself so that you could do the first couple of games easily. And if you like that kind of thing where you can get a card and upgrade things and collect cards that are more powerful and all this kind of thing, you are the target person for this game. So from what I've heard from other people, I don't know whether to recommend it for you then, because you might actually be one of the people who refers to it as crack.
Yeah, I mean, I had this. Have you ever heard of the game Eye of Judgment? I think it was on PlayStation 3. And it was a camera game, but so the cards were, you would actually have the cards, and then you would have a map that would come to the game, would come like in a big box, and then you would put the camera on your card, and then it would come up on the game, and you would
so like an AR kind of
yeah. And some of I was just having a look in prior when you started chatting about Balatro, I was having a look at it myself. Some of the cards, they go for like hundreds of pounds now, and I used to have that game, and I don't even know what I've done with it. My friend got it as well, so we used to be like, I have to ask him. I was like, "Do you still?" Yes. So obviously, ask him if he's got any of his cards still, because some of them go for about £100 a card. So
nice.
It wasn't even can't remember it ever being that popular. So I'm surprised that the cards go for that amount of money. And probably like the main one that I'd say the most of other than Pokemon, because obviously Pokemon's the biggest franchise, but Ultimate Team on FIFA or EA now, because that's effectively, obviously there is the football element, but it is you're opening packs, hoping to get football players. I know.
Yeah, there is a strategy to this game. I'm not saying that this is a bad game. I don't think it's I'm not like, oh, this is a terrible game. What I'm saying is that I don't get it. So someone like you that might like this, I'd love to hear if you played this and if you liked it, why you liked it, what absorbs you to it, because it does very well. I love poker, and there is strategy in there because you have bonuses that your what you've collected make mean that okay, I've got to get 5,000 points, so I've got to get my full house is really high level, and I've got a joker that enhances full houses. So I've got two pair. I could either go for four of a kind if I had something that was four of a kind enhancing, but I've got full house, so I'll go for a full house. You can discard cards, you can and whatnot, and you have a certain amount of discards per. I want to say wave. Because you have to get a certain amount of points in a wave, and you have a certain amount of hands. So you might have four hands, or depending on how many upgrades you've got, and you might have to get, let's say, 20,000 points in that time. Now, if you're upgraded enough, you'll be like, okay, well, I'll get a two pair, and obviously the points are depending on the card as well, so you'll whatnot. So it is a good game. I look at these kind of games and just go, I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered.
A lot of these games,
I think you, Martin, will love it.
Yeah, but I'm not like the biggest poker fan, so maybe that would be a bit of a.
Well, maybe by the next episode, maybe Martin should, instead of playing, just play an hour of Balatro. Go on, agree to it. Go on.
Oh, all right, if I get the chance, yeah. But I mean,
do you got the horrible feeling that you'll be addicted to it?
Yeah, because I don't want to like give up on Avowed and then be like I'll never play, because I'm playing. I'll be playing Rocket League again, and then if I'm playing Rocket League and something else that is really addictive, then I'm not going to be.
Are you been playing Rocket League? Oh,
dear. I've been.
Do we need an intervention?
Deliberately have been playing it on GeForce Now.
Oh, okay. Oh, excellent.
Because it limits me to only 1 hour. So
perfect.
So I was like, at least then I can't, because otherwise, because Rocket League, if I'm playing well, I want to stay on because I'm enjoying it and playing really well. And if I'm playing bad and I'm losing, I don't want to come off because I'm like, I don't want to come off until I win. So I end up in this cycle where I just never come off it. So I'm like, well, I'll play it on GeForce Now, and then I know it'll kick me off in an hour.
If only when I did the 24-hour stream, you'd be able to see how we played. Because if only I'd made it so that we could record that. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to see, because my friend and Tom played, and Tom. I think Tom showed that he'd never played before, and obviously, he is less handy than us. But yeah, I'd love to play it because we say to our listeners, we have never played games together, have we?
Not yet.
And obviously, having Avowed around, we're not going to change that. But yeah, I think at the next 24-hour stream that I do, you will. It will be on pain of death that you will have to come and play Rocket League with me.
Or if I do,
Pain of death. And pain of death, Martin.
If I do, I'll make sure I do it on the console though, because GeForce Now, as good as it is, you'll have to play it on very basic settings because I'm not paying for GeForce Now, so
no, God no.
Although playing it on like PlayStation 3 graphics at the moment.
Although at the moment I'm on a PC right now that's on a GeForce 1070, and 1070 is really old now, and there are plenty of games now where that won't even play games. Technically, won't below the minimum. They will if you adjust the settings, but yeah. So there's plenty of games I could not play. Indiana Jones on this computer, not a chance. Cyberpunk would look like crap, but GeForce Now, I'd be able to play on this no problem. And so yeah. GeForce Now has its place, but equally GeForce free tier, fantastic, love it. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about then.
Yeah, we're talking about card games, and then we ended up talking about Rocket League and GeForce Now. So
card games. Yeah. So you haven't played Magic the Gathering, no?
Not video games. I did collect the actual cards.
But you did collect the cards. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't actually play the. I didn't play the games. I when I was younger, I just collected. I collected Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Gathering. Yeah, did Digimon do cards? They're the only. If they did, they're the only ones where I didn't.
I mean, a big one that came out in the last few years was that it flopped, but it didn't because it got really good reviews. Was Marvel Midnight Suns? Now, apparently, it's brilliant, but then a lot of these things like Balatro, everyone loves, and I'm like, I just can't get my head around card games as video games. It puts too much information in my mind. I don't get them. I don't get why you need cards. Why not have? Because at the end of the day, cards are just statistics, and statistics are what is in Skyrim. Skyrim has statistics for your character, so why not have those statistics associated with a character? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now you like cards, and probably therefore like card games. So what am I being stupid or reasonable? I like card games. Don't get me wrong. I went to a friend's house recently and we played one of these social deduction games. I can't for the life of me remember what it was called, but yeah, I will play card games, but I cannot stand video game card games. Am I weird?
I don't know, but I
well, yes, I mean I am weird, but
I don't know if you're weird for not liking card games or video games, but I don't know. I don't know what I like about them. Like I said, I like the collecting. That's the thing I like about them and then getting those sort of what would you call it, the endorphins or whatever when you're opening a pack and then you see a really rare card that you know. And I'm on like a Facebook group for this Pokemon, and I'll go on and I'll share my like if I get what they call a God pack, where you get all special cards, which is like about 1 in 2,000 chance. I've had one of those, and I was like, I'm putting that on, and then you get people just commenting and saying, "My God, blah blah blah." So yeah, I guess it just makes you. I haven't.
It makes you feel good.
It does.
So is it like so when we're talking about the card games, then you're talking about the collecting ones, which are like the gacha kind of games, where you collect characters and you collect people,
Pokemon, like the Pokemon
weapons.
ones.
Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah. What about the games like your Magic the Gathering, which yes, okay, and Pokemon, which because you've got the ones where you collect things that you use to attack or for battles or stuff like that. What about the ones where it's like this is a times multiplier or this is a and it's not a versus game? What about those kind of games? Do you like them?
I would
Like Magic the Gathering. Like Magic the Gathering kind of thing. I know they have a similar sort of. Oh, I don't know how to describe it, but there's ones that you have the characters that you attack with, and then there's ones that you get multipliers and you get tactical cards. Is that different, or am I being stupid? I think I'm being stupid here.
I don't really know. I can't really think of any examples, but the ones I like are the ones where it is you're just collecting, you're trying to get really rare cards, like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or and in the Ultimate Team as well, because there's like the icons you can get and special footballers and stuff like that, and it's more to do with opening packs and getting stuff that
Yeah, it's a serotonin sort of thing of going, that is amazing. And then you got people like what's his name? Is it Jake Paul who paid $10 million for what then turned out to be possibly a fake card or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's the same as when I used to collect Pokemon cards when I was in primary school. I wasn't getting them because I wanted to battle with them. I was getting them because you were wanting to get a Charizard, a shiny Charizard, something like that, or And then when you got like those cards, you were wanting to go into school on the Monday or whatever to show your friends the card that you got, or to tell your friends.
I'm looking at a webpage now that is best PC card games, and there's one here that has cards for. I think it's a single player, and you have cards for diplomacy, combat, currency, character traits. Now, obviously, that's a single player one, and me personally, I'm like, that's okay. They maybe don't have the developers for a full 3D thing, but that is the kind of all cards are replacing are the actual. They're replacing the actual gameplay of a game, and that's what really annoys me. It's like you're telling me that this card gives me +2 speech. Why can't I have +2 speech as a potion, or as like Cyberpunk? Yeah, like Cyberpunk has a like an injection that I can have +2 speech.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. If something like that, I'm not going to be like, oh, I enjoy this more because it's cards. The only thing I like about cards is, like I was saying, the
collections thing.
But yeah, like in those examples,
Yeah.
It would be just the same as playing Avowed, and instead of getting points, you got cards, wouldn't it? It would be
Exactly.
what you might.
There you go. Thank you. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Oh, so. Well, there you go. Anyway.
Yeah. We thought we were
Jump-
gonna, and like there wasn't any IT issues. We before we came on tonight.
Oh,
was
yeah,
breaking
yeah.
up,
What,
and
am I not breaking up?
You haven't broke up for the whole time.
Excellent.
So,
oh, yeah. We were having loads of. Yeah. I mean, I think we literally took 40 minutes to try and sort out the.
you even went off for a bit to got on your roof, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah. I just went off to have a quick Tommy tank, you know. Oh, sorry. No, I mean, no. I went off to sort out that. Sort out that.
People won't know. Some people will have to Google what Tommy Tank is.
Yeah, if they're not British. Yeah. Yeah.
It rhymes with something.
Just to clarify, I didn't really. Now, here's the question: do I put? I mean, I have sworn in this one. Do I tick because of Tommy Tank? Do I tick the thing that's the?
I think that's open to
interpretation. Explicit. What is Tommy Tank explicit?
Depends on the listener, isn't it?
Right. Well, we were going 50 minutes. We were going to do pets and things that you could pet.
Yeah, because
I think we'd do enough. But yeah, so that's the thing. So if anybody wants, or knows, advice of games that have animals that you can pet,
like dog meat.
Yeah, like dog meat from Fallout. Let us know, because we want to know the best pets in gaming. We want to do one of these, list things, because apparently that gets people to listen to you. So, Anyway, right.
You think got people to listen.
Oh God, people! Oh God, don't listen to us. Oh God, no. No, we don't want people to listen to us, but if people do want to listen to us, let us know what animals are your favourite animals to pet.
Yeah, I just say there's loads, isn't there? No, I think like with the loads of games with horses in it.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you can get websites that tell you which animals will you can pet on. But is there animals in Avowed that you can pet?
I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it yet. There are little like ferret type things that just walk around, and you can.
There are bears, isn't there?
There are plenty of bears, but generally they want to kill you.
Bears. You can't go and pet the bears. Can you?
Yeah, those Zaurip things that bar one or two places want to kill you as well, which are like lizards. I don't think you can pet the dog in Avowed, unfortunately. So sad times. Right. Well, I think that's us done for the night. Focusongaming.co.uk and leave us a like and subscribe. And there you go.
Thank you.
Welcome. It's 2 weeks in a row, Martin, that you've done.
I know. I'm like full time.
Hey!
Back to being full time.
I mean, I think if ever I have to not be on an episode, I think there will just be chaos.
We did do one without you.
Yeah, we did do one. That was the interview.
Somehow.
I had to spend 6 hours editing it.
Yeah, there was a thing with the voice, wasn't there?
There was a problem with the voice.
Talking
But I'm just the one who doesn't know how to shut up. So yeah. Anyway, right. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for episode 85.
It was 84 today, so
85.
My maths is correct. then it would be 85.
84 plus 1. Yeah, excellent. And yeah, if everybody's played Avowed, let us know what you think. And we'll see you next episode for hopefully Martin, Tom, and Duncan. Bye.